It's the corn
So's
person.
the corn guy.
So we're staying home. We're baking up for a party, and we're gonna bake a croquembouche.
So come with us.
Let's go. Okay, for those who don't know what a croquembouche is, it's a decorative dessert consisting of cream puff pastry and crystallized fruit or other confectionery items.
We're gonna make a cream puff tower.
We're making a cream puff tower. It's for the holidays. A lot of people make them for New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. So we thought we'd give one a try, and you know, maybe you can try it too.
Yeah, this is our first time. As always, I will put the link to my recipes in the description.
And when it's all said and done, hopefully it's beautiful. And we'll show you guys.
Fingers crossed!
All right.
We are starting off with our ingredients. We have flour, milk, egg, sugar, salt, coarse salt. It said specifically kosher salt. It said crystal diamond salt. I don't know what that is. We had kosher salt, so kosher salt, and butter.
Oh, is this just for one batch?
This is for one batch, so this is gonna make 18 cream puffs. Never made a cream puff before.
About the size of what?
That? Okay. That's what we're aiming for.
Half dollar?
Sure. A Kennedy.
All right. All right, so what do we do?
That's a good question. All right, so what we're gonna do is we are going to take our milk, sugar, butter, and salt, and we are gonna take it to the oven. Or, I'm sorry, to the stove. And you put it all in a pan.
Do you turn the burner on?
Hang on.
Oh.
And you turn your burner on high.
Oh.
And you let it cook.
Are we looking for a boil?
A rolling boil until the butter has fully melted. Takes about 2 minutes.
All right. We'll come back in 2 minutes. Okay, so we're at the rolling boil. Let's go take a look.
Rolling boil. Oh. I don't want to scorch the milk, so sorry. I've got to move quickly.
So we're bringing it over here.
So we bring it over here. You add your flour, sifted flour at that.
Yes.
Has to be sifted. Then you take a wooden spoon and you mix it all together. You want to make sure that there's no lumpy pumpkins and that it forms a nice, you're looking for like a dough. So you see how it's kind of starting to form. You want a smooth,
smooth ball.
Smooth little dough ball.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Oh, we're getting steamy.
Love a dough ball.
Steamy lens.
That looks like a smooth little dough ball to me.
Okay.
So then you bring it back over to your heat. Medium-high heat now. So I've got mine on 5. And we're going to cook it till it gets to an internal temperature of 175.
The Eternals. Yes.
Okay. So now we're pulling it from the heat. And we're going to come over here. And we're going to throw the dough in our stand mixer with the paddle attachment, and you're going to turn it on. So now what we're doing is cooling it down.
Oh, you heat it to cool it.
You heat it to cool it.
All right, how long?
Until it gets to 145.
All right, and we just let it stir until it's 145.
Yeah, so we'll just check the temperature, and then after it's at 145, we add the eggs, and you add it one at a time. So the reason you're getting down to 145 is so the eggs don't cook when you put it in.
All right. And it looks like we're under. Yeah, I think we're good.
Right.
All right.
This part makes me nervous. So it said to go up to like medium speed.
Okay.
And then
We're cracking all the eggs in.
You crack them in one at a time, and you make sure it's like
not scrambled,
thoroughly incorporated.
Okay.
Before you add the next one, so it doesn't look like it's scrambling.
All right, great. I still see liquid, so yeah.
Okay, so it's done. What you didn't see, Diane scraped the sides, beat it for like 15 more seconds just to make sure everything was incorporated. So we're gonna put our cream puff or choux pastry into our piping bag. These are 16-inch piping bags. I got them from Walmart. I find it easier if you put your piping bag in a cup and then fill it up. It's the least, thank you, the least messiest method. Whoops. You don't have to have a tip. I just happen to have a tip. It's this size. I don't know what size it is. You can just cut it. So now we have parchment paper on a baking sheet. Our oven is preheated to 425. And we're going to eyeball these guys. So I'm just gonna do what my heart says. So the recipe said you'll get 18 out of it. I clearly have gotten more than 18. So let's see what happens. We're gonna put them in the oven, 425 for 20 to 25 minutes. All right, I pulled them. I got nervous. The tops were browning, so I pulled them at like 17 minutes.
They look good.
These are.
Am I allowed to touch or no?
I mean, they're hot. They just came out of the oven.
I just want to peek the bottom. Oh, they feel very light. Oh, it's a little dark.
Little dark.
Yeah.
Okay. We're learning.
That's okay. First batch. It's a little dark, but you know.
Hopefully they're light and fluffy.
But they feel very light. Feel that.
Yeah, they do. Okay.
Is that one that you touched the bottom's little brown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all are.
This one collapsed. This one here collapsed.
Did
so
we
that's a
touch
throwaway. No. That's a throwaway.
Well, the throwaway is what... So... The Croquembouche we're going to try as a family. Like, we wouldn't try that like we normally do at the end of our video. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to make a couple extra, or any ones that deflate. Maybe I should have cooked them longer because they're deflating.
There's just, I only see 3.
Yeah.
It's those ones that had, like this one doesn't have a top. See, this is like got a...
Yeah, I think it's how I did it.
Yeah, this one definitely, and this one definitely.
Yeah, so...
Looks like 2.
What I'll do is I'll still try to fill them so that we can try them. Because, I mean, they have to cool and everything.
And the bottoms are a little brown on this batch.
Yeah, so, I mean, we'll definitely try them. And you'll see the Croquembouche. You just won't see us taste the Croquembouche itself.
Okay.
We're going to make our pastry cream. We're doing just a plain chocolate pastry cream. I'm thinking about putting bourbon in it, but I haven't made that decision yet, so we'll see. This is what we got. This is what the recipe calls for. So we have milk.
How much milk?
2 1/4 cups of milk.
Mm-hmm.
We have 2 teaspoons of vanilla. If we do bourbon, I would substitute a teaspoon of the vanilla for a teaspoon of bourbon. Just gonna throw that out there. Then we have 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. And here we have 3 egg yolks. Over here we have 1 full egg, 1/2 cup of sugar, 2 1/2 tablespoons of cornstarch. If your teaspoons don't have a 1/2 tablespoon, which mine don't, I didn't even know that was a thing. It's 2 tablespoons plus 3 teaspoons of cornstarch. And then here we have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and following it up with 6 ounces of bittersweet chocolate. No, that is measured. Do not touch it. And then 2 tablespoons of softened butter. Here. You can have, put your hand down. There you go.
So tell everybody what you just did.
Well, thinking about it, I shouldn't have poured it down the drain because vanilla's expensive. But I made the decision, we're doing bourbon.
Part bourbon, part vanilla?
Yeah.
Yeah, why'd you throw that down the sink?
I don't know.
Don't throw vanilla down the sink. It's very expensive if you use real vanilla like we have. Yeah. No. Okay, she's got the brandy. Oh, and a smidge for luck. All right, so we're gonna put the filling together, correct?
Yep, we're gonna do the milk and the brandy. Cheers.
Oh. Oh, I knew that face was coming.
It was bad. Stupid, my mouth is on fire.
All right, we heat it up.
Yeah, so this pastry cream you're cooking. So you got milk, your vanilla, or your vanilla brandy mixture. You're gonna put it on medium high and you want it to come to a boil. All right, so while that's doing its thing, we are going to take the sugar, egg, this doesn't make any sense, yolk, cornstarch, cocoa powder, and salt. We're using Pink Himalayan. It's the brandy.
Pink Himalayan.
Pink Himalayan salt.
He's just drinking.
And then we are going to whisk until we have a thick, smooth mix. We're gonna call this. All right, now we're gonna check the milk. It's not boiling.
On the sides a little bit, but not a good. You said a rolling.
Yeah, just a boil, but not a simmer.
Okay.
Boil.
What's next?
So as soon as that milk is boiled, I'm gonna take it off, and then we're gonna slowly pour it into this mixture. Again, slow is gonna be the operative word because we don't want the eggs to cook. So we're gonna do like a slow stream, like this. So we're kind of coming to a boil, as you can see. I see it breathing and it's more than a simmer, so I'm gonna pull it because I don't want to scorch the milk. I'm gonna turn that on medium. So what I didn't tell you the first time is you just do half of this.
Do you pour it on the side or directly in there?
Directly in there, a little bit at a time. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and we're gonna pour it back into this.
It would make a wonderful hot chocolate.
This would be.
Do we need to scrape that out?
Yeah, I need you to stir.
Okay.
Keep stirring. Okay. Now we're gonna take this bad boy over to the oven and we're gonna cook it. Whatever. And we're gonna cook it on medium high.
For how long?
A few minutes. Stir, please.
I need to do something.
So you're gonna whisk it. You're gonna whisk it vigorously.
Right now?
Per directions until it starts to thicken.
It's foaming.
But is it thickening?
No. Okay, bubbles are down dramatically, and it's very thick. It's like a loose pudding. Are we good?
We're good.
Okay.
So now you're gonna add your chocolate chips slowly.
Slowly. Okay.
Now, when that's melted,
Yes.
does it feel like 90% melted?
Yes. Take it off.
Take it off. Come over here.
Okay. I'm still stirring it, incorporating it.
Yep, still stir, stir, stir,
Almost
stir, stir.
gone.
And then, when you feel it in your heart,
Yes.
add the butter.
Oh, that's all the butter we get? Ooh. Oh, yes. This is chocolate. This is me and chocolate. Ah, look at that. Look at that love. I still see a little bit of butter.
Get it all mixed in.
I'm getting it mixed in. Okay, I think it's mixed in.
All right, so once it's mixed in, you're gonna put it in the other glass bowl, this one.
Okay. Do we have a spoon or something? This thing?
Yeah, you can use that. That's a spatula.
Ooh, look at that. It's like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory right there. Made a gross sound though.
Yeah, it did. Are you just living your best life over there?
I am.
With chocolate?
Oh, I want to take a bath in it.
All right, now we're going to take our industrial Costco size.
Oh my God, we've had this for years.
Saran wrap.
Hey, do you sell that at Costco anymore?
I don't know. But you want to push the wrap down so that it's touching your pudding. Because you don't want the pudding to I'm sorry, I'm calling it pudding and it's not pudding.
That's because I call
You want your pastry cream. If you don't do this, it'll, like a film will happen. And we don't want that.
No.
So now we're gonna stick it in the fridge and it's gonna sit in there for like 2 hours to get cool. And once it's cooled, we'll come back.
So while it's cooling, we're gonna make another batch of the cream puffs because we need more.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, all right. Everything's done. The baking fairies came. So we have our pastry cream pudding. Diane's favorite. So we're gonna take it out of the fridge. And then you're gonna stir that up a little bit. All right, so then you're gonna spoon some into your bag that you have prepared. No, you're gonna take your little bag out.
Okay. Oh, it's drippy.
Put your finger over it so it doesn't.
Oh, I pushed too hard.
That's good, Di.
Is it good?
It's real good.
Why did she get to taste it?
You'll taste it. It was on my finger. So then you're just gonna take. You're gonna take one. You're gonna put.
My fingers have stuff on it now.
Well, you gotta work it out.
On the bottom.
Shove it in.
Okay.
Now squeeze, 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 squeeze.
Oh.
Pull out.
Or just put it back.
Yeah, put it back. And move on.
We need to fill our bags up again. We're gonna fill these all up, and then we're gonna make melt some chocolate, and we're gonna color ours green and
Just green.
because we're gonna make a tree, and then we've got some like holly leaves and berries we're gonna put on it with some sprinkles, different, gold and white sprinkles. We're trying to make it nice and pretty, like a nice little Christmas tree.
Yeah.
All right, let us fill these up. We're gonna get the chocolate melted and come back.
All right. So,
Small problem.
teeny tiny one.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
So we're gonna make one that's got 36 cream puffs on it.
Yeah.
And the filling that Casey made
We didn't make enough.
wasn't enough.
And I don't have any more chocolate. So,
No.
we have some filled already.
Yeah, a good pan of them.
We've got a good tray of them. These are freezing because we're going to have to get more, and then make the filling and let it cool. And that's so we're probably not going to get to assemble it till tomorrow, but we had enough filling. We filled 2 of them with the last of the filling that we just made.
Yeah.
So
these are heavy.
They are, and these.
I'm afraid I'm gonna take a bite and it's gonna go.
These were 2, and you'll see, like this one's a little flat. Hers was flat too, but it filled up. So like she has more filling in hers than I do. So, ready?
Uh huh.
It's a good amount of filling.
Oh, look at it dripping. Oh, good.
Yeah, I like it.
So, I get more vanilla than brandy. And I wish you would have done a chocolate hazelnut.
Yeah. That would have been good.
Yeah. The chocolate's really good.
It is.
But
it's not too sweet. It's good because it's not like, it's got that little bit of bitterness. I really like it.
It is. They're really good.
I think this recipe's an A+. And the choux, because I had to do two different like batters.
Yeah.
Like they got so much better.
Better. So yeah.
Like this is one of the first ones. So's that. So's that one.
This one.
But then like,
and look at the bottoms.
Yeah, it got so much better the second go around. So definitely like with practice.
Yeah, make a couple of batches.
Yeah.
And then you'll see which ones you like the best. And then we're gonna assemble this croquembouche.
Why, hello everybody. All right, it's Christmas Eve. We're gonna bust this out. We have our croquembouche, or no, our puffs. We filled them yesterday. We froze them overnight, so everything inside is nice. Well, it's not too firm. Like if you feel one of the little coming out the bottom, they're not that cold. So what we're gonna do is we are going to turn our cream puffs into, or kind of resemble a Christmas tree. So we got chocolate melts, just green chocolate melts. Melted it in the microwave for a minute. And then this is our topper. I just remember because of how it looks. So we're just gonna dip it.
I thought you said you were doing the side, no?
Well, this is the top.
Oh, okay.
So dip it, and then we're gonna set it there to dry. And that's it. We're gonna repeat this with all of the cream puffs. All right, so while Diane is finishing up our lovely Christmas tree, she's trying really hard to make sure we have enough chocolate. I only bought 1 bag. I'm gonna start making the caramel. So the caramel is 3 cups of sugar, 1/2 cup of water. And then they said, don't stir it. You just let it sit here, turn it on medium-high heat, and keep an eye on it. I've never made caramel before. Diane's always encouraged me to. We'll see how this is gonna turn out. So sadly, our first go at caramel did not work out in our favor. It crystallized. I should have showed you guys the pan before we got it in the sink, but we didn't want it to get stuck. So we're gonna do take 2. I looked up why it crystallized, and it said it could be how high the heat was. The directions were pretty vague. It just said put it in on the stove and wait. So we're gonna try something else. All right, take 2. So in this one, it said to respect the order. So I put water first, 1/2 cup of water, then the 3 cups of sugar, and then I did corn syrup. So that should help it from crystallizing. If it doesn't, we have no more sugar. It's got to go right this time. I don't want to burn myself though.
Okay, I think this one worked.
Maybe. but I just don't want to burn myself.
Not very caramely, is it?
It's not like the color.
All right, there it is.
She's not the prettiest girl at the party,
Look at
but
that.
she gonna taste good. We did it.
Finished product. All right, let's take a close look. So I went a little crazy on it, but I put a little gold and then I put white. So it's like snow. And we got some gold and white crystals on there. And we didn't have a topper, so we just made a little gold cluster. There it is.
It's our Croquembouche.
Good job. Tell them about the spun sugar.
It didn't work. I don't know what happened, but it ended up crystallizing again. But we were able to, like, the sugar that's on here is pretty soft and pliable. So I'm hoping nobody breaks a tooth.
So there it is. You guys can, I mean, if we can do it first time ever, and I think it's actually, it's pretty,
cute.
Yeah.
It's cute.
And we know we pre-tasted, so it's really
We
got
know it, they're good.
Good pastry.
Yeah.
If we can do it first time, you guys can do it first time as well. And like I said, a lot of people do it for New Year's parties, New Year's Eve, Christmas parties. Give it a shot. It really isn't that difficult as long as you have enough supplies.
Yes. Don't run out.
It does not take 2 days.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. You can do it in one.
Yeah, just have enough supplies. Make sure you buy yourself
enough sugar,
bags of chocolate.
Enough sugar, enough chocolate, enough melting chocolate if you're going to do that too.
Yeah, so, you know, if we can do it, you guys can do it too. So with that, our movie quote.
And it is from The Ride, Haunted Mansion, Nightmare Before Christmas edition. Jack Skellington says, "Happy holidays, everyone!" Bye.
Bye. Hope you guys had a good Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa.